Hey there, hoop fanatics. Drop a like on this video right now and make sure you're subscribed with notifications on, because things are about to get wild in the NBA landscape. You know, I was thinking about legacy the other day, how certain players and certain moments define entire eras of basketball. Think about how Michael Jordan's Bulls dynasty shaped the 90s, or how the Warriors' run revolutionized how the game is played. We're living in an age where these defining moments are happening in real time, and the moves teams make during off-season can completely alter the trajectory of the league for years to come. Speaking of franchise-altering decisions, I've got some absolutely mind-blowing information to share with you today that could reshape the Western Conference as we know it. The Los Angeles Lakers are on the verge of completing a blockbuster trade that would send shockwaves through the NBA, with multiple sources confirming they are in advanced talks to acquire sharpshooter Klay Thompson from the Golden State Warriors, in a deal that would create perhaps the most dangerous offensive trio in recent memory, in what can only be described as a masterstroke by Lakers GM Rob Pelinka. The organization appears ready to pair Thompson with LeBron James and Luka Doncic, forming a super team that has already sent rival executives into panic mode. The potential acquisition represents a seismic power shift in the Western Conference, with one anonymous NBA executive describing it as the kind of move that could break the competitive balance of the entire league. According to league insiders, the Warriors have reluctantly engaged in discussions about Thompson after contract extension talks stalled dramatically in recent weeks. The four-time champion reportedly sought a 3-year, $100+ million extension that Golden State was unwilling to offer, creating an unexpected opportunity for the Lakers to swoop in. "This isn't just about adding another scorer," explained NBA analyst Brian Windhorst. Thompson's elite shooting and championship experience addressed the Lakers' two biggest weaknesses simultaneously. His ability to work off-ball alongside ball-dominant stars like LeBron and Luka makes this potentially the most perfect fit we've seen in years. What makes this potential acquisition particularly fascinating is Thompson's history with the Warriors-Lakers rivalry and his father's connection to the purple and gold. Michael Thompson, Klay's father, won 2 championships with the Showtime Lakers and has maintained close ties with the organization, even serving as a radio broadcaster for the team. The proposed deal would reportedly send Thompson to Los Angeles, in exchange for a package built around Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, and future draft considerations. While the Warriors initially balked at parting with Thompson, sources indicate Golden State's front office has come to terms with the financial reality of paying multiple max contracts while trying to retool around Stephen Curry. "It's a difficult decision for both sides," a Warriors source admitted. "Thompson is synonymous with Warriors basketball, but his shooting slump last season and increasing defensive limitations have forced management to consider alternatives. From a business perspective, recouping young assets before potentially losing him for nothing makes sense. For the Lakers, Thompson's arrival would transform their offensive identity. Last season, they ranked 22nd in three-point shooting percentage, 34.7%, and 18th in makes per game, 12.3. Glaring weaknesses that teams exploited by packing the paint against James and Doncic. Thompson, despite his inconsistencies last year, still connected on 38.7% of his three-pointers on high volume, and his mere presence on the floor creates defensive gravity that would create additional driving lanes for the Lakers' stars. Lakers. Head coach J.J. Redick, who himself was one of the NBA's premier shooters during his playing career, has reportedly been heavily involved in the recruitment process. According to team sources, Redick has already developed specific offensive sets designed to maximize Thompson's off-ball movement, while creating optimal spacing for Doncic's pick-and-roll wizardry. JJ has been like a kid in a candy store drawing up plays, one Lakers assistant revealed. He sees Klay as the missing piece that transforms our offense from good to virtually unstoppable. The synergy between Luka's playmaking, LeBron's all-around brilliance, and Klay's shooting is something we believe no team could adequately defend. The financial implications of such a move would be significant for Los Angeles, likely pushing them into the second apron of the luxury tax. However, with LeBron James entering what could be his final seasons, the organization appears prepared to go all in, rather than conserve future flexibility. Thompson's arrival would also dramatically alter the Western Conference landscape. The Lakers would immediately vault into championship favorite status alongside the defending champion Boston Celtics, while simultaneously weakening a Warriors team that has been their playoff nemesis for years. the impact on the rest of the league has been immediate, with multiple contenders reportedly scrambling to formulate countermoves. The Los Angeles Clippers, who share the Intuit Dome with the Lakers, are said to be particularly concerned about being overshadowed by their crosstown rivals once again. The Clippers are in full panic mode, a league source disclosed. They just moved into their new arena and were hoping to establish themselves as LA's premier team. A Lakers super team featuring Thompson alongside LeBron and Luka would devastate their efforts to gain market share in Los Angeles. Perhaps most significant is the psychological impact Thompson's acquisition would have on the Lakers roster. Adding a player with 4 championship rings sends a clear message about the organization's expectations. Having Thompson's championship DNA in that locker room is invaluable, former NBA champion and analyst Kendrick Perkins noted. He knows what it takes to perform at the highest level in the most pressure-packed moments. That experience will elevate everyone around him. For Thompson personally, the move represents both a homecoming and a full-circle moment in his basketball journey. Born in Los Angeles and having grown up watching Kobe Bryant's Lakers, Thompson would now don the same purple and gold his father wore during the Showtime era. Klay has always had tremendous respect for Lakers history, a source close to Thompson revealed. While leaving Golden State would be emotional, there's something poetic about following his father's footsteps and competing for championships in the same uniform. With the NBA draft just weeks away and free agency looming shortly after, the framework for this potential blockbuster appears to be accelerating. League sources indicate both sides hope to finalize parameters before draft night, allowing for the possibility of pick swaps or selections made on behalf of the other team. For Lakers fans who have endured a championship drought since the 2020 bubble title, Thompson's arrival would signal a renewed commitment to championship contention. The prospect of watching Thompson, one of the greatest shooters in NBA history, splash three-pointers off passes from visionary playmakers like Doncic and James, has already sent the Lakers faithful into a frenzy on social media. It's the kind of move that cements legacies, basketball historian Bill Simmons noted. If Thompson arrives and helps deliver another championship to Los Angeles, it would be the perfect final chapter to LeBron's storied career, while simultaneously launching the Doncic era with immediate championship credibility. As the basketball world awaits final confirmation of this potential landscape-altering trade, one thing remains clear. The Lakers are pushing all their chips to the center of the table, betting that the trio of James, Doncic, and Thompson can restore the franchise to its championship glory. Wow. Basketball fans, I'm absolutely stunned by this potential Klay Thompson move to the Lakers. Can you imagine what a Doncic-LeBron-Thompson trio would look like on the court? This could be the most lethal offensive combination we've seen in years. What do you think? Would adding Thompson's elite shooting immediately make the Lakers the team to beat in the West? Or is there concern about Thompson's consistency after his up-and-down season last year? I'm particularly curious about your thoughts on how this affects the Warriors-Lakers rivalry moving forward. Drop your predictions in the comments below. Would this move guarantee championship number 18 for the Lakers, or are there still other roster holes they need to address? I've got to tell you, covering this story has my heart racing like I'm watching Game 7 of the Finals. The potential for basketball poetry with Thompson's off-ball movement paired with Luka's passing vision is giving me goosebumps. This is exactly why we love the NBA. The drama never stops, even in the off-season. If you enjoyed this breaking news, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Trust me, you won't want to miss any updates as this story develops. Until next time, keep your crossovers tight and your jump shots pure. This is your inside source for all things NBA, signing off.